Hi everyone. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the new reports feature, and in this one I'm going to show you how to do a report for your key stage. So you'll find the reports feature in the top taskbar here, so if you just click on that you'll be taken to the overview page here. Now on the right hand side you'll see a list of all the different report formats that are available to you. In this one, we're going to be looking at Key Stage. Now, all of these work the same for years 1 through to 6, so we're just going to have a look at the Year 4 one as an example. So once you've clicked on that, you'll get this little pop-up box here. This will just confirm which template you're using, the one we've just selected, and you'll need to choose which child you're writing the report for. So let's do that, and then when you've chosen the child, just click Add. This will then take you to the main report page. This is your new report. So first things first, you need to give your report a title. Just like observations, reports won't save without a title, so be sure to put that in first. Let's just call this report. And over here in your options box you can see that the status is set as a draft. You can change that afterwards. You've also got the date. If you need to make any changes to that, you can do so from that box. Let's scroll down through what we've got first. So first things first, you'll have your details. School name, year group will already be auto-filled in. You can choose to put your class name in, the teacher's name, any additional information that is pertinent to this report you can go in there, and any teacher comments can go in here. All the way down you'll see these boxes here, hide section, hide field. If you choose to click those like this, it will then collapse that menu, and on your finished report that won't appear. So it says here the section's hidden and will not appear when viewing or exporting this report. To show it again, you just use the button above, so you can always just make them reappear. You can do it for certain fields if you just don't want those to appear. It's up to you. The other important thing, if a box has no text in it at all, it's going to be hidden by default. You won't just have a big blank box. So that's good to keep in mind. So once you've filled in the details, you can then scroll down and you'll start seeing your areas of learning. So here we've got Key Stage 2, Year 4, that's the one we're doing, and your assessment data is going to pull through from the period that you're in. So in this one we're working in spring term, and it's going to pull in from the child's summative assessment screen. Now if you wanted to choose a different period, you can just click this button here, and then you can select a different year. If you've got a different year on there, you can select a different term from that menu there, and then click Fill Assessments, and it will then pull in from that term instead of the current one that you're working in. We're just going to leave it in spring for now. So as you can see here, this has got all of my data from English, spoken language. Obviously the key stage on Tapestry uses the tier system, so it's pulled all those tiers that I've had for Dorothy in spring term, and this is all her data here. Now you can change these on the report if you want to. This won't have any effect on the child's summative assessment screen, but if you do change it on the summative assessment screen, it will change on the report, so it only works that way round. But you can change these if you need to at the time you're writing the report. You can do that in bulk by selecting them all. You can apply it in bulk from here, or you can do it just individually by scrolling down and selecting a different tier. That's up to you. If you wanted to see the observations that were in this particular statement, then you can use the observation button there, the blue observation button, and it'll bring up a list of all those observations that you made or formative assessments that you made to do with that area. So this number next to each of the aspects is the amount of statements that have been assessed against. So you can see spoken language has got 12. That's all of them there. If you want to see them, you just open up these menus. You can see each one and each tier that you've got assigned. Here we've got the reading ones, word reading, so it's all broken up into the areas and aspects and statements. It's like that for all the subjects. For each one, at the bottom, you'll have a box for comments, and you'll have a box for targets if you want to fill those in as well. Just like I said before, you can hide whole categories if you don't want them to appear. You can just hide them like that and they won't appear in the end of the report. If you're just doing maybe a report for one subject, you can hide all the rest of them and just do an English report. It's up to you, it's however you want to do it. But you can see here, I've got all this data here for maths and science. So you're just going to work down whichever ones you want to include writing in those comments, those targets, if that's what you need to do. And then once you're happy with all the subject stuff on there, if you scroll down to the bottom, you will see the other details that we have to fill in. So you can put the child's attendance in there as a percentage. You can put their lateness in there, and that will appear on the report. There is a box for pupil voice, so ask the child's opinion about this report, if they've got anything to say about it. You can also sign the report as a teacher. The sign is an e-signature there, so if you just click that blue sign button, you'll get the e-signature box up there. You can sign it like that, reset it if you need to, complete signature, and then that will put that on the report for you. You can always remove it if you don't want that there. There is a box for comments from your SLT, and similarly a sign box for the SLT as well. Last thing down at the bottom, any additional information that didn't fit into any of those other boxes on the report, you can put on the bottom there. And you can also upload pictures, videos, Word documents, PDF documents, any supporting evidence which might be relevant to this report, you can upload using the add files, and then start upload button, and then you're done. After that, you can save and add another if you're carrying on, or you can just save the report, and then you'll be taken to the finished report. It'll show you what it looks like. So this is what mine looks like here. It's got the details that I kept in. There's all the subjects with all the tiers. We've got the signature that I just put in there, the attendance. So it's just showing you a finished version there. From this screen, you can go back and edit if you need to. You can export it, but you can just go back to the main report screen if you're all done.